Hi, welcome. Here we are going to understand the difference between the percentage complete and the percentage work complete in the Microsoft project. So this is one of the query which everyone will have. What is the difference between these two items in Microsoft project? So let us try to understand this through the given below steps in a very simple format. So let us try to simulate the same in the Microsoft project application. So let us open the Microsoft project. So here the first step that we are going to try is let us create a task, a simple task, paint the wall with the duration of 5 days. So what it means that I want to paint the wall in 5 days. So I don't care how many hours I'm going to utilize, but I want to complete this particular task in 5 days. And I want to set the start date as Monday, next Monday. So it starts by 21 and it ends by 25. And I want to set the task as automatic. So I can use here, or I can select the auto schedule. Okay, so I think it's got revisited, so let me reset that as Monday as a start date. Okay, and let us set the particular task. The task is by default, it is fixed unit, so let us change that to fixed duration, so that the duration remains the same. Okay, so now we will add two people, and the first person is available only 50%, that is 4 hours per day he will be available, and with a condition that he don't work on any Fridays. So in a week he works only for 4 days, that is 16 hours he can work in a week. So let us create this particular resource with this given condition, and the second resource is available 100%, that is 8 hours per day, and he also have a constraint that he don't work on Monday, so he also works then 4 days with total hours of 32 hours per week. So let us actually set up these two resources in this sheet. So go to the resource sheet, and then add the two names, and set the first candidate with the 50%. So that means that he can work only for 4 hours per day. By default, if you look at in the schedule, you will see that only 8 hours per day is a default. So if it is 50%, then he works only for 4 hours per day. And the first candidate has a restriction that he don't work on any Friday. So let us select the 25th and just set non-working day and hit tab. So automatically it selects the 25th date, and that is an exception. So for second candidate, he don't work on Monday. Select that and type non-working day. Okay, so now we have set up the conditions, and as the next step you will assign these two candidates in that particular task, so that the first candidate works for 16 hours in a week and 32 hours the second candidate. So total hours that we expect is 48 hours for that particular task in 5 days. So in 5 days that the task will be completed, and the two resources is available to work for 48 hours. So that is the expectation. so let us go to the sheet, and before that we will try to view some existing fields that is available. Okay, so we know that the work is equal to duration into the unit. So let us view the work column. So as of now it's 0, so once the resource is assigned it will show that 48 hours. Okay, and now we want to understand what is meant by this percentage complete and percentage work complete. So we know that the percentage work complete is related to this work. Okay, so for understanding we will add that next to the work, and we will also insert another column called actual work. Okay, actual work denotes that how many work is actually completed. It's a completed work. So let us try to understand, we will use these fields and so that we can understand the difference between the percentage complete and percentage the work complete. So here now we will insert that percentage the work complete. Okay, and we have another column we will add next to the duration, which is the actual duration, and we will add the percentage complete. So this will give you an idea what is the exact difference and how it is actually working. Since the resource assignment is different, 50%, and he is also have some constraint. Second candidate is 100% available, but he is also having a constraint that he don't work on Monday. So if these two candidates gets assigned to this task, we will exactly see that the work complete and the percentage complete is completely different. It calculates in a different manner. Okay, so now let us try to assign these two candidates in this fixed duration task. Okay, so as of now we will see that it's still 5 days and it starts by Monday and for the next 5 days. So let us try to add these two candidates, the same order. Okay, so once added, so I expect that the 48 hours is reflecting in this work column. Okay, so let us try to see, and just I'm highlighting here. Okay, so now we got that it's 48 hours. So rest of the fields are not touched, so it remains the same. So once these two candidates assigned to this particular task, it says that this particular task can be completed in 5 days and it has a work of 48 hours available. So that means two people are available to work. Okay, now let us try to understand what is the actual work. So for that, let us try to view what are the work related columns available for each resources for this task, for this paint of the wall. So for that, just right click and click on the work. You will see all related work related columns. So you see overtime work, baseline work, actual work, remaining work. So with this we will try to add some actual work. Actual work is completed work, and see what exactly happens in percentage work complete and percentage complete. So the step 4, set the actual work as 12 hours for the first candidate and see the value for the percentage work and percentage work complete. Also check the resource usage. Okay, so let us set the work actual work is equal to 12 hours here. So the first candidate is available only 50% and he don't work on Fridays. So he starts the work on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So he gives 16 hours. He has 16 hours of work, and what I'm saying is I'm saying that he has already completed 12 hours of the work. And if you look at the 48 hours, out of 48 hours, if 12 hours is already completed, so what is the remaining work for this first candidate? The first candidate has only 4 hours left, and the remaining 32 hours is still available, and the second candidate is yet to complete. So let us see what is meant by the work complete and percentage complete. I just selecting and just highlighting this particular task once again, and once I selected, if you see that the remaining work has changed to 4 hours. Okay, and now you will understand what is the exact difference between these two columns and how it is calculated. So percentage work complete, it is nothing but it is the actual percentage of the work completed out of 48 hours. So out of 48 hours, 12 hours is completed. That means 25% is completed. And the percentage of the complete is based on the duration of the work. Out of 5 days, 1.67 days of work is completed, and the remaining 77% of the work is still remaining. Okay, so the percentage complete is the overall duration, what is the milestone. So out of, with a given milestone, how many is completed, how much is completed. So it is a bigger picture, and it is the picture with respect to the work by the candidate. So now we will see the resource usage, how it is calculating and assigning. So if I say 12 hours is already completed, how it is validating, let's see. So here you can see that the actual work, this is the actual work, this is a planned work, and I will add another column, another row, which will tell that actual work. See, actual work for the first candidate I have added as 12 hours. So let's see how this actually has assigned the work. I'm going to remove this work. So if you see that the 12 hours as assigned for the first candidate, who is available for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So already the work has been assigned 4 hours, 4 hours, 4 hours. And the remaining work doesn't impact the start date, because the remaining work can be done by the remaining 4 hours can be done on Thursday, and this candidate also continues to do the same. It is also, there is no impact. So if you see that the duration doesn't changes, it starts by Monday, it ends by Friday. So let us undo the task by pressing Ctrl Z, and we will go back to the same status where we have just assigned these two resources. So we are just back to this status, 48 hours. So now let us try to set a actual hours of 24 hours for the second candidate and see what is exactly happening. Okay, now here you see it starts by Monday and it ends by the Friday. So what we are going to do is, I'm going to select the work so that I can view all the rest of the fields. So as it says, I'm going to set 24 hours of work is completed by the second candidate. He holds 32 hours of work, out of which I'm saying 24 hours of work is already completed. That means out of 48, 50% of the work is done. And note that this candidate is yet to start the work. then. So now if I highlight it, let us see what is the remaining hours, and let us see what is the start date, how it is actually going to assign. So it is auto schedule, so let's see how it works. I'm just highlighting. Okay, now you see that the duration doesn't change, it's 5 days, but the start date is now showing as Tuesday, and it's going till Monday. So something happened. So again, anyway, it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Monday. It's only five days duration, fixed duration, but the start date has changed. And if you see that, if once I give 24 hours completion, out of 48 hours, only 50% is already completed, and the actual duration, it says as 2 days of work is already completed, and the remaining 3 days of work is still pending. That means 40% of the work is still pending. So for that, let us go to the resource usage and try to understand what exactly happened when we try to set the actual work for the second candidate. So just note that this first candidate doesn't work on Friday, and this candidate, the second candidate, doesn't work on Monday. Okay, so here just select this Gantt chart and go to the resource usage. So now here you will see, since the second candidate is not available, it's not working for Monday, the work itself starts by Tuesday. So hence, since the start date of this candidate is by Tuesday, the entire duration of the work, the start date of the work starts from Tuesday. So hence the end date is showing as Monday, because the work that is assigned for the first candidate, that is 4 hours, is shifted to Monday. Okay, so it is just a calculation, it's everything is done automatically because the task is auto schedule. So it is Microsoft application intelligent enough to identify how to actually split up the work. So it is a very useful tool, and hope you understand now what is exactly the difference between the percentage complete and percentage work complete. And as a last note, so let us try to undo the changes. Okay, so if some people may not actually want to connect, or they want to de-link the calculation between the percentage work complete and percentage complete. So if in case, if for certain reason, if they don't want the calculation to happen by itself, then what you can do is you can go to the file, options, schedule, and there is a calculation section where there is an option called updating the task status updates resource status. So this, if you uncheck and then if you say OK, so whenever you try to add any actual work, so it doesn't impact the percentage complete. So let us try to just check it out. This is just for your information. So let us see, I'm setting the actual work as 12 hours, and I'm saying that the 12 hours of work is already completed. And if I highlight it, so you can see that percentage work has been calculated, but just because that calculation is unchecked in that entire application, the percentage complete is not affected. So for some reasons, for some certain requirement, there might be a need where you don't want this automatic calculation to happen. So if you want that kind of manual calculation, you can just uncheck, and you can use this option. Okay, hope this helps you to understand the difference between the percentage complete and the percentage per complete. Thank you.